Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. It's the first of a brief two-game set between the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates baseball on the show next. Jeffrey Ramirez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 again.
Stepping in, Theo Jamieson. He's fresh off a four-hit game in the finale of that weekend series.
Jamieson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Change up, a little bit inside, 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
The 2-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Devers blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, with two away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around the score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Digging in, Kristen Stewart. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. He's set. The 0-1.
Right, you're
on
here,
the ground for the
here.
shortstop DeYoung. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Tigers 1 and the Pirates coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. So here's the cleanup hitter, Theo Jamieson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Coming to the plate now, Theo Jamieson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopper foul. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peterson has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second. Malik Smith the next to hit. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Malik Smith.
Skied into straightaway right. Jamieson moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Paul DeYoung.
The 2-1 home. This is skied out toward right. Jamieson on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. In and ready for another shot, Theo Jamieson. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Ready on 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Smith going back on it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
So a runner 90 feet away with nobody out. And that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. This one's down to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Now at the plate, Theo Jamieson. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Theo Jamieson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a bouncing ball, foul. Barreto on second. Wyatt on at first with 2 down. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
0-2. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. And a glove flip for 1. Tigers strand a pair. They lead this one, though, 5-1. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Malik Smith. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Smith.
The 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Jamieson makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Detroit jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Costa earns win number 4 on the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's interleague baseball on the show. Angel De Los Santos will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the...
Into the box now, Theo Jamison. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season.
Jamison.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Here it comes on 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. Peterson is after it. Oh, he brought it back.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He can play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
So striding in, Theo Jamison. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Popped him up. Number 12 is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Stepping into the box, Theo Jamison. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Smith. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. All tied at 1-1. Into the box now, Theo Jamison.
Theo Jamison.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Chopped down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 0-2 once more. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shin high, that's taken for a ball.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Theo Jamison is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's, well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Buccos jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Daniel De Los Santos with his 4th win this season. Jose Cortez works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Friday night baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it starts right now. Scott Bryson, the left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, as starting pitchers go, he's not real tall. Now, we've seen plenty short guys be very successful, but one of the keys is having good deception by changing speed. The ball...
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Olson.
The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Jamison has it in his sights. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Red Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. So stepping in, DJ Stewart. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Skied into very shallow right. Jamison has a play. He's got it one away.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, let's take a look at Rafael Devers. Got rushed to the big league super quick because the guy could flat rake. Defense has lagged a little bit behind. Had some throwing issues early, but working on his craft and continuing to get better every year.
Now at the plate, Theo Jamison. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season.
Jamison.
First offering on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And Bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Hitter, Ricky Rodriguez.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Stepping up to the plate, Kristen Stewart. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is on the
hang
ground
on,
over
right
the
here, right
plate.
here.
And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And no sense
And
risking
hit the ball right
anything
there.
here
Good
as
job.
the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think.
Batting seven.
You have to eliminate the
second baseman,
noise, Dan. Just
number
try and
21.
drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. One away. And a relay to the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Next will be the designated hitter,
The batter,
Brian
number
De La
3.
Cruz. 0 for 1
Designated
here
hitter.
in the early going.
Brian.
Bases
De La
are empty
Cruz.
here with 2 men out. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hold it, hold it.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Dero, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Next will be the cleanup hitter,
The right
Theo
fielder, number
Jamison.
50.
He'll try to follow up the
Theo
double in his last at-bat with another
Jamison.
big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Hot shot down the
Dig hard,
line.
dig hard,
and
dig
he
hard.
tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets
All right,
by
he's
the
up, you're up,
glove
you're
down
up.
the line. And this one bounds around against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Coming to the plate now, Ricky Rodriguez.
batting.
He scored
The
after reaching
designated
on a
hitter,
walk in his first
Ricky
at-bat.
Rodriguez.
That's popped
Get a
up.
few steps.
Wade
He's going to that
over to
drop.
his left. 2 down. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He's got
Now
a chance to add to this early
Number
lead
14.
as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Here's the payoff pitch. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Dozier is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for another chance? Theo
Now batting.
Jamison already
right
2
fielder.
for 2. He'll look to
Theo.
add on right here.
Jamison.
Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer up the middle.
Oh, beat it out, beat
and
it out.
He can't pick it up cleanly.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Standing in, Ricky
Up next for the
Rodriguez,
Tigers.
as he'll look to bring home
The
that tying
designated
run from
hitter,
second with a base hit into
Ricky
the outfield.
Rodriguez.
Popped him up. There to take it in is Bogarts, and that's the 1st out. Settling in now, Kristen Stewart.
Now
He
batting.
singled and popped
Number
out in his
14.
first 2 at-bats. 0-1 pitch on its way. On he pops it up. And that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. The relay. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Stepping up now, number 2. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Jameson going back on it, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And it moves the Red Sox out to a 4-2 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Now in the box, Theo Jameson.
The right fielder, number 15, Theo Jameson.
First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 2 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Striding in to start the 9th, Theo Jameson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Jameson.
First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Stewart is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. One pitch, and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Boston came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jack Cahill wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Archie Bradley hammers down the save, his 14th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. MLB The Show has Saturday night baseball for you now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Number 67, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good.
Digging in now, Theo Jameson. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season.
Jameson.
First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Wade. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop and the bat play.
Next up for Detroit, Theo Jameson. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
That ball was hit real
Boy,
hard.
Bureau,
Good
it's
job.
about time
Scored
they
up on
got
that ball.
something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding in once again, Ricky Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Tigers leave 1. They're down 1-0. Stepping into the box, Theo Jamison.
Right
He's
fielder.
1 for 2 in the ball
Theo
game.
Jamison.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Jamison is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Line drive, base hit to right. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes a stroll out to the mound, and with a pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason, and to trust what got him here is good enough to get him through this.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ricky Rodriguez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Devers at third. Jamison over at second. Rodriguez on at first with nobody out. This
right
is
here, on the back.
First. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 7-1.
Man, it's been like BP for these guys all game long. Getting production from just about everyone in the lineup. That's the 7th run they plated in this inning alone. There's not much more else to say.
The batter.
Digging in now, Dilson Herrera. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery is too late at second, and the bases are loaded here on what will be scored as an infield single. Digging in, Theo Jamison is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Theo Jamison.
He's set. Here it comes. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. That's a
hard.
fair
You
ball,
scored.
line
Go
to the
hard.
right side. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, great job right there. You squared up on that sucker.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they've posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the
next for
DH,
the
Ricky
Tigers,
Rodriguez.
the
And he's got
designated
runners
hitter,
at the corners here with only
Ricky
1 gone.
Rodriguez.
Now a swing at a ball
okay.
popped
Take a
in the
deep
air
step.
back behind short. Bogarts backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Kristen
batting.
Stewart. And their
Number
runners
14.
at the corners now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But not before they pick up a couple of touchdowns here as 14 men come across to score. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Tigers lead it 14-1. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Hunter.
1 out, nobody
Dozier.
on. Skied into straightaway right. Jameson on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now to the plate, number 2. 0 for 1
Now
for
batting.
him here in this one.
Number 2.
1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Jameson giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole
right
hitter,
fielder,
Theo
number 15.
Jameson. He's working on a
Theo
3-hit ball game right now.
Jameson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. He'll get it into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
So striding forward now,
batting,
Ricky
the designated
Rodriguez.
hitter, Ricky
Jameson, the runner at
Rodriguez.
second with 1 away. Line toward right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. The relay, and he's safe. At the plate, Kristen Stewart, runner in scoring
Now batting.
position with 2 gone.
Number 14.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as this lead got even wider.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch. Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
16-1 this evening. The Tigers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Number 67 earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Noah Syndergaard permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Spencer Turnbull takes the rare 3-inning save, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Number 50, the Cuban-born southpaw, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. De La Cruz aboard here at first with nobody out. Heading out towards shallow right. Jamison has it in his tracks, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
Striding in, Theo Jamison. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort.
Jamison.
First offering on its way. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it 1st and 2nd now.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Coming in for his first at-bat, Kristen Stewart, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Bounce to first. He's right there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on to the 2nd inning here at Comerica Park. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Tigers nothing. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. Benintendi, base runner at first with 1 out. Benintendi's on the move. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Jamison. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Hold on it.
Digging in to try it again, Theo Jamison.
Number 50, Theo Jameson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Jameson is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and true.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One left for Detroit. They trail it here 3-0. It'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Theo Jameson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Here you go, make the turn,
but
make the
picked
turn.
up on a hop. The second for one. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. The 1-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Jameson racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. At the plate, Theo Jameson.
Now batting, right fielder, Theo Jameson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to
Come on,
second
come on, come on,
base.
come on,
This
come on.
could be two. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-2, the final total today. The Boston Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ryan Yarbrough with his 4th win this season. Number 50 struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.